Alright, this is my third video of the night. I'm probably going to be my last ramble, you might say. This video is going to be, for my main, it's going to be more of geared towards, more spender type players, obviously. Um, I can't give you a video on big spenders because, shit, I'm not a big spender. I'm not fucking rich. Um, but, a couple key things, you should have been doing equipment, if not a month ago. You should already be headed toward Flame. We've already got 3 or 4 people in our alliance that has Flame. I'm working on Flame 2. I'm not stressing on that too much. I'm not gonna buy the dailies for the material anymore. For one, I don't need material, but for two, it doesn't give you that much dragon essence. I've got steel right now. I don't have dragon essence. Um, I'll probably upgrade them through the events as we go until they discount dragon essence. Once they discount dragon essence, I'll worry about +3, +4, +5. There's not a huge difference between a +2 and a +5. It's like 40% or something like that. I think it's you can add so much cheaper places to add 40% than trying to upgrade your flame. It's expensive. Okay, so that's the main thing. I would probably stay like I am +2 ish. Wait till they discount the essence, then go up to +5. Um, the main thing is, like my dragon's maxed. I'm using this. I'm using this particular the boat. I'm using for probably the least discounted thing in existence, which is the crystals. Today I bought several of them. Just getting it up. I'm trying to get my a couple sixes if I can here pretty soon. I'm trying to get that little extra advantage that most people don't have. Um, Cards wise, I just summoned today and it was huge. I got like 30 cards here, 30 cards there, 30 cards there, and I actually +5 2 other cards. So cards for a spender is real easy right now. You definitely got to max them. I'm really gonna be aiming. The only one I need is Arthur now, and I'm probably gonna be aiming to Arthur. 6-star Arthur here as soon as I possibly can. The main thing is Spirit, or not Spirit, but Spire. Um, for the first time ever, because I really haven't done it, is I'm using points on resources and noble badges, which I consider a resource. I don't like to spend on resources. I hate spending on resources. That's why I'm only a Stronghold 33. Absolutely despise it. I only did it once. Cost like $400. I don't like spending on resources. That is the true cost of the game, is if you spend on resources. Okay, whether it be points, whether it be money, whatever happens to be, the true cost of the game is gonna be resources. I'm steadily getting noble badges. The biggest thing is we're doing discussion on how to do the altar for the badges and the banners. Revenge Gamer, great guy, great guy. He said just spend the money on the banners. I disagree with that. I 100% disagree with that. The reason I do is I think banners is a dead item. You want my honest opinion? I wouldn't spend a dime on them. I think it's a dead item. I don't think they made that much money off of banners. It went discounted fast. Um, I don't think they made much money at all on banners. I think they made it for like the first 3 weeks or something like that, and then it really became free. And the biggest problem, and that's the biggest issues. I don't think they're gonna add banners after 35. I don't. I don't think they're gonna ever add banners after 35. So once you get to 35, it's maxed. So I'm not in a big, huge rush to maximize my banners. But we also have a lot of no spend players in our alliance. We don't. There are guys and people in our many people in our alliance that won't even spend 99 cents on this game. Um, So try to look at it from multiple perspectives on that one. I think we should alternate between badges and banners 1 week and 1 week. Then we get both, especially since you have to get the resources anyway, and you also can get badges as a spender. You can get badges in Spire to boost you up a little bit, and then also barbs and etc. 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 Just several places you get badges at. So even though I do think it's the better money value as far as the game to get for free, I think it's a better money value than banners. Banners is still important in my opinion, but that's my opinion. Um, so that's the main things I'm getting right now is resources and badges, and obviously the March thing, and then the Holy Dust. That's the only thing I'll get. I don't, if you notice, I don't get the small artifacts. With how high my artifacts are, it doesn't do that much. Even as a free person, I probably wouldn't get artifacts. The reason is they literally give it away everywhere. Everywhere you look, that's where they're at. All the events, you can get those, but you don't get Holy Dust. So I'd make sure to get the Holy Dust so you can unlock the levels to level up. Okay, so that's the main thing I'm doing with Spire right now. Boat, I either do Dragon Crystals or Speed Ups. Reason is because I want more troops. I want to get in the billion power range here eventually. As for Spirit, I'm doing the same thing as I do on the other account because damn that thing. The statues, I bought the green one. Most of the time I don't even buy the green one. I still buy the blue and the purple emblems. I literally only buy the Raw Radiant, and then when the Brilliant Aggression is there, I'll buy the Brilliant Aggression because it's like 800 points. Main thing is I did the same thing. I find myself doing the same thing I did with the free players. The reason is I did the statues. The reason is emblems are literally everywhere as well, and my emblems are already high, so I went with the statues to make up for the statues they're about to add, because I've never really leveled up my statues. The reason being, they weren't shit. Like you'd add 5% per level on one statue. It cost 1,800 points or 2,200 points or whatever to add 5%. They weren't very good. I never spent money on them. I never spent any effort other than Spirit. I never really spent any effort on it. So now I'm going to spend a little effort to boost up the statues, use the free stuff and emblems and everything to boost that up. Use the free stuff in the events to boost my equipment up. And that's the main things that I can see. I honestly think this particular update was a joke. For instance, statues are shit anyway. So I think that you can gain some leverage on the big spenders in this event or in this update, because they're only going to add so much through those statues. It's not going to be a ridiculous amount. You can add that cheaper somewhere else plus some. You see what I mean? If you're adding equipment, if you're adding statues, if you're adding emblems, if you're adding artifacts, if you're adding research, whatever it happens to be, you're going to gain more than him just buying the statues, and most of those big spenders are already maxed on everything else. So I think you can gain a little bit of ground here as a medium spender to high spender. Low spenders are going to have a little bit of difficulty with the fact that gems are not free. The main thing is, as a spender, I'm going to probably get essence out of the daily deals, which you already said. I already got the summons. I'll probably get essence. Once some of my emblems are a little higher from the daily deals, because it's going to be super easy through daily deals. You can do like 1-2 a week pretty cheap without having to go overboard. Once I get those done, I'm gonna probably start cut off the the essence, and start going towards the gems as a spender. Okay, gems. I'm gonna have to upgrade them here pretty soon. I was very reluctant after I bought Chivalry, after I bought Valor, and then Soul came out. I really didn't do Soul until recently. It only cost me like $100 for the entire whole Soul set. It was I did some through Spire, some through the daily deals. Um, Bought I think $25 worth to get the vital stones. So that's the main thing. I was hoping they would discount them, but they didn't. Even for you free players, I was hoping to discount them, but they didn't. So what I'm probably gonna do is keep on with the daily deals with the essence, because I can add 10% per emblem. Maybe add something through when my equipment's free through the events. Add some artifacts, things like that, and I'll add 15-20% using the daily deals and the events. I could probably add 15-20% easily compared to the 5-10% they're going to add through the new statues. So I think I gained some ground there. Eventually, I'm going to add to the gems, and when I do, that's going to be a huge advantage. That's going to be 10. I think it's like 12 or 11, I think it's 12% or 11%. I'm going to add there, so that's going to be huge. Once I start doing it, I think in the next couple weeks, and I think they're going to discount it within the next month. I think they're going to discount some of the gems, making it really easy. So I should be able to get to the orange level. And the biggest thing is I want to get my emblems up, because I'm starting to look forward to transferring them over to the new emblems. And that's the biggest thing. I'm starting to collect the manuscripts for the new emblems, to start preparing myself to transfer them over to the new emblems. For instance, if I got one of those right now, I can transfer my troop attack one to the new emblems. Add like, I think it's like 5% or 4% to that. Plus, I can just demolish the other one, get the points, probably level that one up. Maybe start adding those points to leveling up some of the other stuff. I always add a level up troop stats first. The reason is not just because it makes it easier to hit people, but troop stats do a whole hell of a lot more, especially health with defending your own castle. Someone can have better bonuses than you, but if you got high troop stats and a high troop count, and good damage and received, it's gonna be really hard for them to kill your castle. It's gonna be really costly for them to kill your castle unless they mega rally you. You better shield. But especially since they added emblem essence through this, that's another big thing. I haven't done that today, but I will. But that's the main keys. Start preparing for the future is a big thing. I'm trying to gain things to make up for the 10-15-20% that they're going to add through the new statues elsewhere, which is going to be super, 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 super easy. And then try to start looking towards gaining stuff in the future that they're about to add, because I guarantee you they're going to discount at least gems and emblems here pretty soon. So I wouldn't be surprised if they added some dragon levels. It's been like over a year since they did that, so really surprised they haven't done that, but they might. But the main thing is I'm starting to look forward to the future, and I'm starting to try to make up that gap between the spender and the non-spender, or the low spender or the medium spender. So the big guys, I'm looking. Hey, they're gonna add 40%. I'm gonna add 40% through this, or whatever happens to be. I really would do statues through Lucky Shot. I think that's what makes and breaks people. It can boost even the smallest thing, and you can't get. I look for things you can't get elsewhere. Okay, you can get essence everywhere. You can get artifacts everywhere. Okay, you can't get statues everywhere, so I went with statues. Plain and simple. Um, you know, Spire and Boat, same thing. You can get all these things everywhere. My Dragon's maxed as far as level and attacking wise. So what I'm gonna go with, I'm gonna go with upgrades because I really haven't ever focused on upgrades, and I'm gonna go on, you know, Dragon enhancement. So that's a couple of the key points. Take it how you want to, or leave it. It's up to you. But I just want to put the information out there. Thank you. Bye.